But first, we want to get some breaking news right now. People are out of their homes in Teller County due to a fast-moving wildfire. Firefighters say that the Highland Lake fire started yesterday afternoon, and since then, the flames have burned 90 acres, destroyed one home, and are threatening 700 other houses. An evacuation site is set up at Woodland Park Community Church. So far, nobody is hurt. The sheriff's office says that the fire was human-caused. They say they are looking into criminal charges, and firefighters will conduct airdrops this morning to try to put out the flames.
Let's take a live look outside right now on your Tuesday morning at downtown Denver. Dark and early now at 6 o'clock this morning. We're sitting at 52 degrees, not too bad, but a big change is coming later today into tomorrow. Great for the ski resorts, though. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being with us. Let's get a check of that forecast now with meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Chris, Mother Nature keeping you very busy today.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of everything here over the next 24 hours. It is a busy day in the Colorado Weather Department. Right now, upper 40s, low 50s around the metro area, but the main action right now in the mountains. Now, not a ton of snow for us on the I-70 corridor. It's really here, kind of the Highway 50 corridor on south, where we're seeing some of that steadier and heavier snow. Looks like for the Saguache Mountains and the San Juan Mountains, that's where we're probably seeing the majority of the accumulation right now, and most of that would be above 9,000 feet. So that is pass levels. So if you're going through Monarch, Red Mountain, Wolf Creek passes, that's where it's going to be slick this morning. Meantime, for the Eastern Plains, we were just talking about that wildfire in Teller County. We do have a red flag warning, 55-mile-an-hour gusts possible for the Eastern Plains today. That'll probably end up being our main weather impact for eastern Colorado today. Will be that wind and that fire danger for today. Right now, 40s, 50s, Eastern Plains. As we head over the next few hours, we'll warm on up, but the wind will kick up today as well. Upper 60s for us. Winds out of the southwest, sustained. Average speed over 2 minutes, 15 to 30 miles an hour, but some gusts locally, 40, 50 miles an hour. You might remember last week we had that burst of wind around midday. Looking at something similar for today with that possibility for a quick shot of wind, 40, 50 miles an hour. Meantime, tomorrow night, first hard freeze of the season looking likely, and those overall headlines, fire danger, mountain snow, and that first snow of the season possible for us in the Denver area for tomorrow, and that freeze likely as well. Now, meantime, the mountains west of Denver could get a few inches of snow out of this next upcoming storm system. And joining us now, our man in the mountains, Matt Renew, with a bit more on what they can expect up there in the high country. Matt, is it snowing up there right now at a basin? And also, what are they looking at later on today?
You better believe it, Chris. Some light flakes coming down here at Arapahoe Basin. A little bit of snow fell overnight as well. Certainly not as much as you've been showing us down south that we've seen last week over at Wolf Creek, and now that's falling at Wolf Creek. They were the first ski area to open in Colorado, still the only ski area to open in Colorado because it's been so warm and dry. Really, the race is to see who now is going to open before maybe November, and it certainly looks like that could potentially be a possibility thanks to this latest round of winter weather. And here's the scoop. They're hard at work here at the basin, where if you look up on the hill, it's starting to look like they might just be ready to open. Snowmakers have been able to cover at least one run all the way down to the base area, but they need a little more snow to get open, and cooler temps with a little bit of that natural stuff might just be enough if they get it to help the ski area open before November. If they open, their best shot will be on Halloween, which could be a good trick for a basin and a nice treat for skiers and snowboarders.
We do have snow in the forecast. It looks like right now they're only calling for about 3 inches over this week. However, that's always subject to change, and it's those cold temperatures that we're really looking for. Because if we have cold temperatures, our teams can make snow. Because man-made snow is just like regular snow, right? We just need water and cold temps.
That's all you need, some water and cold temps, and it has gotten a little bit colder. With colder temperatures expected over the next few days might help snowmakers here at Arapahoe Basin. They're not making any snow right now, but they did get some natural snow. They opened last year on October 29th. That's today, October 29th. That's not going to happen, so they're not going to make the same opening day this year. Again, if they have any chance of opening before November, it might be Halloween. Watch for announcements on that Wednesday once they see what this latest storm can do. Reporting from Arapahoe Basin. I'm Matt Renew, 9 News. Brianna, you're watching the traffic. There's not a whole lot of traffic coming up to the mountains for skiing and snowboarding yet, so it ought to be pretty good even with the weather right now, I'm guessing.
Oh, not yet, but once they start opening up, I'm sure I-70 is going to look like a mess. Just like right now, I-70 on the east side of town. So we're seeing a lot of traffic in this area because of a crash that's blocking the express lane. So that left lane is partially blocked. You can see Sky 9 giving us a look of this crash and all that backup. So this is right along heading westbound I-70 at Havana Street. So I do want to switch things over to our CDOT cameras. You can see those two vehicles involved, and there's major damage to that white vehicle. Again, the left lane partially blocked. So I do want to switch things over to our main maps, just kind of zoom into that area and show you those speed times, because we are slowing down if you're heading westbound or you're trying to get from I-225 heading into I-70. You're looking at 17 miles per hour. Probably an area you want to avoid because crews are not on scene, a tow truck's not on scene. So it's probably going to take quite some time until that crash can clear up. But that is the only crash that I'm tracking at the moment, westbound I-70 at Havana Street.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Right now, Denver police are investigating some anti-Israel graffiti found along the Cherry Creek Trail. Our news team spotted it yesterday morning on a stretch from Washington to Downing. And after we alerted DPD, somebody painted over it within a few hours. DPD is now looking into if reports about this were submitted from community members. They're trying to figure out if the graffiti was done overnight, Sunday into Monday. If you have any information, you're asked to reach out to Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Well, there was a similar incident on Cherry Creek Trail last week. We've asked city leaders how much it costs to clean up this graffiti, and we're going to let you know when we hear back.
Also right now, Denver police continue looking for the driver who hit and killed a pedestrian on Alameda near Colorado Boulevard. It happened on Saturday night. Police say the victim, a woman, was crossing Alameda when she was hit. The driver did not stop or report the crash. Police say they are still working on a description of the suspect and their vehicle.
The driver who hit and killed a teenager on his way to school in Highlands Ranch earlier this year has pleaded guilty to careless driving resulting in death. The crash happened back in March near Highlands Ranch Parkway and Beneford Ranch Road. Alex Maxkovich was riding a one-wheel to school when Ruben Moronis hit him. Deputies say that Alex was in a crosswalk and had a walk signal at the time, and they believe Moronis ran a red light before the crash. Moronis is set to be sentenced on January 7th. Overnight, at least 4 people were killed in a Russian strike in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. The attack follows a Russian-guided bomb attack on the same area that shattered a building that is known as one of the most celebrated landmarks in the city. The attack also caused damage to civilian infrastructure and housing.
Philadelphia's district attorney is suing Elon Musk over his $1 million giveaway to voters. Musk is giving away $1 million every day to registered voters in 7 swing states. To be eligible, voters must sign a petition that pledges their support for the First and the Second Amendments. Close to half of the money so far has gone to people in Pennsylvania. The Philadelphia DA says the giveaway is an illegal lottery and a violation of consumer protection laws.
Recovery efforts are still underway in parts of Georgia following Hurricane Helene. A landfill in Augusta is assisting residents with debris disposal. Richmond County officials say that they have 95 trucks out and they have picked up more than 560,000 cubic yards of debris so far. They have been focusing on main roads to ensure that they are safe for emergency vehicles and school buses.
Well, Colorado looks like a coloring book if you look at weather alerts right now. These are active weather alerts. Winter weather advisory here in teal, freeze watch, including the I-25 corridor, in pink, red flag warning, and in yellow, we've got high wind watches that cover part of the state as well. In many cases, some of these overlap. So point being here, folks, it is very busy with our main weather impact today in eastern Colorado being that fire danger. Tomorrow, our first flakes of the season and our first hard freeze of the season. Meantime, the mountains, it's snowing heavily up there this morning. Details on all this coming up for you in just a few minutes in my full forecast. Brianna?
Chris, thank you so much. Sky 9 still giving us a look of this crash that I've been talking about all morning. Everyone that's trying to take those express lane has to move out because that vehicle that's involved in this crash, it looks like one vehicle is involved in this crash, and it's that white vehicle. That left lane is blocked off. So this is westbound I-70 at Havana Street. There's major damage to that one vehicle. We don't have crews on scene. We don't have a tow truck. So it's probably going to take quite some time for that area to clear up. We're seeing heavy delays along I-70, starting from I-225 all the way backed up to Pena Boulevard.